definitely. And what's so sad about Dyer Lane is that, yeah, sure, there may have been some ghosts there because of previous things that happened there because of the history, but people doing things like sacrificing animals. So far, there's been a goat, and the intestines of the goat were hanging out. So somebody killed a goat on Dyer Lane doing some type of ritual. I'm hearing stories that people are bringing their Ouija boards and trying to summon up demons, dead rabbits, dead chickens, dead cats.
Animal sacrifice.
Yeah, it's terrible. I mean, uh, yeah, sure, that place is haunted, but it's probably haunted by all types of demons because people are summoning them by slaughtering poor innocent animals on Dyer Lane.
I have a question for you. They seem somewhat novice ghost hunters. Would you caution young people if your mic's off, David? Would you caution young? Go ahead.
Oh,
no, I was just going to say they're not professionals. Leave this to
right
professionals.
Professional ghost hunters. But would you caution them? What if they brought an attachment home with them?
oh, it's very possible, and I have cautioned many uh, uh, inexperienced ghost hunters, but they don't listen.
I was going to say, how would they get experience?
By doing what I do, start off small. I mean, do a cemetery or something like that, or what I call a Casper haunting. A ghost that's haunting is the old grandmother. Do simple things, and then advance yourself. And while you're doing that, advancing yourself, learn how
to protect yourself.
Exactly. Yeah.
You're talking about protecting yourself from supernatural effects, which we know that the supernatural is real. We know that demons exist, and you want to make sure that you don't bring one of those suckers home with you. Now you're the haunted. Okay, I have a couple pictures.
Oh yeah.
Let's start with this one.
Okay, this one was happening in Elk Grove, California, where I live at. And these Elk Grove citizens on Next Door Neighbor contacted me, and they sent me these pictures and saying that for 3 nights in a row that a black globe was hovering over their street. So I actually went over there to investigate. I never saw any kind of black globe, but 3 neighbors claiming that there was a UFO over their street. And these pictures, I can't tell. I mean, it could be like a balloon. I mean, yeah, I can't tell by these photos. But
you're not close. Someone should have used a telephoto lens or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, these days you can actually use your cell phone and zoom in on stuff.
Yes, you can.
What is this one?
Okay, this one, I don't know if I sent this to you guys before, but if you look to the left, you can see a ghostly hand go up to the door.
Yes, I see that.
I can see that.
Yes. And this was taken somewhere in Texas at a motel room. Yeah. And so they sent it to me and they asked my opinion. And I said, that does look like a ghostly hand to me. It looks like something's going on. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Now, you sent me this other very supernatural picture.
Okay. Oh, yes. Okay, to the right is Irie. Okay, and to the left is Champagne. They are my canine paranormal investigators. Dogs are very sensitive to ghosts. And I lost, my other dog's story, and just by a miracle, one of my friends had Irie, and she says, hey, I can't keep Irie because I have 2 elderly dogs and she's too rambunctious. So I took her in, and Sally Howard was the previous owner. She didn't know that my dog's story died. So, yeah, and so anyway, I'm training them, and Irie seems like she's very good in detecting spirits. She barks at things that are not there. So I think she's going to really work out. Yeah. And I take the. Oh yeah, and if it's an outdoor investigation, I bring the dogs to investigate.
Very nice. They need little ghost hunter badges. The lanyard thing that they hang around their neck.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Now, what is this?
Okay, well, this is a cartoon of me, and I'm letting you know that you and David are being drawn as superheroes. So the next time I'm on the show, I used to be in the comic book business, and this was one of my comic book artists. So I have an artist named Richard Vassir out of Canada, and he has your likeness, both of you. And the next time I'm on the show, you guys will be superheroes.
Hey.
Did you know that I go by the tag Agent X11 because I'm the actual 11 depicted in Netflix Stranger Things, right?
Yes, and I told Richard to call you the true
Okay.
the true 11, and I told to have David as Captain Awake Nation.
Oh, I like that.
I love it.
You have to get
love
past
it.
one and start wearing it.
Yeah, so
Maybe we can use those caricatures somehow and put it in the logo of our show.
Yeah,
and get
for
permission to do it.
eventually we're gonna be probably doing some series, I'm moving towards that direction in the next couple of years where David and I are gonna start facilitating doing all sorts of different series, perhaps doing them on the Dark Outpost. Um, and then what's this one? This looks like an ancient artifact.
okay, people try to pull the wool over my eyes. So this lady, she sent this picture, and she says that her father went to a UFO site and actually got this item, and it was a UFO artifact, and it was a crash. She said, "Oh yeah, he was part of the Roswell thing." So
Okay.
Oh, okay.
and he got this item from Roswell. So okay, so I wrote the article, everything that she told me. The article and this picture went viral, and I was glad it did because there was a person out there that looked at it and go, I know exactly what that is. That's a movie prop from Steven Spielberg's one of his movies. And she tried to pull one on me. Yeah, so anyway, I notified that lady, and she was embarrassed. She goes, okay, you got me. And yeah, and
She knew?
huh?
She knew
She knew, yeah, she knew. She was just trying to get publicity, and that's the kind of stuff that I get sometimes from the paranormal hotline and on my email. I get pictures and all kinds of stuff, and some of that stuff is phony. So,
Well, if you look at the hieroglyphics there on the artifact, and I know Farsi just strictly says made in Japan. I mean, come on.
Made for Steven Spielberg for this movie on their side. So I sent you this weirdo. My sister Susie sent me this video of people ghost hunting at the graveyard, and they use the name. They said,
oh
Penny.
yeah.
And then they said how many. They said C, which that's the name of my Shepherd Entertainment Endeavors called C. And then they said how many ghosts are here, and they said 11. And so they said we need help, we need out, and so I did write to the paranormal people on Facebook to say, by the way, I'm 11 and I'm not 11 years old, but I'm like the 11, and my company name is C, and my name is Penny, and so when I was made homeless, I traveled across the United States. I am an investigative journalist also, and I slept in graveyards. I went to graveyards. I wasn't afraid. I slept in my car, in because I knew that CIA was too chicken shit to go into the graveyards. So, and I was protected by God, so I had no fear at all. But I also called out the good people, the good spirits that might be there, because I thought that we were having at that time in 2017, I saw an impending civil war. So I told everyone in the graveyards that was good to be ready for this civil war. So my sister said, well, you're responsible because they're like, we can't get out of here. And I said, okay, so how do I fix that? And yes, how do you fix that?
um, that's a
I went all across the United States, okay?
yeah.
I didn't just go to one graveyard. Every single town I went in, I said, we're going to be having a civil war. You need, if you're a good spirit and you're still here, you need to rise up and help fight uh, against the evil people that are on this plane of existence. So how would they were asking for help? I'm thinking, help us. They said, Penny, help us.
That's the difficult one. I mean, I'm not sure exactly how they could be helped. I mean, you have to get a lot of people with the same frame of mind to seek out a way to help. So,
right. Okay, so I'm just putting that to you because literally I drove to every state and I went to the Civil War, some of the places were Civil War cemeteries, and I said, we're going to be facing a Civil War. And, I talked to the people there. And then I also I asked questions and I photographed the headstones, and they were actually giving me answers from the headstones. So,
I know. And there's just so many things going on in the world. It's just really hard to try to help everything. Even if you got spiritual help, it's just so hard to fix. I mean, you got people taking a 14-month-old dog puppy over to a gravel pit and slaughtering them, shooting them in the face. So it sickens me. You got a lot of evil people in the world.
well, all I know is we need more goodness.
Yes. We need more positive stuff.
Yes, we need more goodness, we need more love, and, unfortunately we have to report some very bad stories, but we tell everyone, please pray for a good resolution for this earth and raise the frequency. Try to stay as positive as possible, as much as possible. That's why we joke a lot on this show, because it's not that we're making light of the situations, but we want to keep the frequency higher, and we want to spread the frequency of love as much as possible.
Penny, why are people so attracted to evil? There's these people, I mean, just like on Dire Lane, why are they slaughtering these poor innocent animals? They didn't do nothing to them. And what makes them do
They're
that?
sacrificing to the frequency of Satan. That's the best that I can think.
Yeah.
That if they create terror and pain, like adrenochrome, which we know that that's real. If they create these things, then they believe that they're going to be endued with the powers from the dark side for special powers. And I'm here to say I am on the good side, and I would never ever want to do anything to hurt somebody, because I believe that we need to spread literally light to overcome the darkness. What's the only solution to darkness? Light. To put light on it.
Yeah, a lot of light. And before we end my interview, this is a picture of Story, and I put him on a cover of one of my books. And Story was a good canine paranormal investigator, and he passed away, and then that's when Irie came into my life.
Give Irie a kiss for us.
Huh?
Give Irie a kiss from us.
Oh, I will. And the next time I'm on the show, you guys are going to be superheroes, just like I'm a superhero, the Demon Warrior.
Nice. We love that.
Yeah.
Well, even without a drawing, you are a superhero. Anyone that gets into some of these situations like you do deserves all the acolytes they can get. Believe me.
Now you two are superheroes. I mean, you put the word out, people listen, you get people excited. You guys are superheroes.
Thank you. We tried. You are too, Paul.
We love you, man. Thanks for being with us. I can't wait for your next appearance. It's fantastic.
All right, all right. Thank you, thank you. Love you too.
Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Paul Dale Roberts here on VOA Nation. Fantastic guy. I mean, that's some excellent research. You know, they were going to make a horror movie on Diarrhea.
Oh, were they?
I don't think the film was ever completed yet, but because I was just checking on it. But they were going to make a movie on it.
Was it called Dire Straits?